no gas leak is the same. And that's kind of for me. So I've been doing it for quite a while. I'm on gas leaks all over the US and Canada. From the real hot ones down in Texas to some sub-zero ones up in the northern parts of Canada. So I've kind of seen, I don't want to say I've seen it all, but I've seen a lot. And yeah, you're 100% right. So that's shutting off. So one of the things I always recommend, because I've gotten calls at 2 a.m. from people, hey, I can't get this thing running. I had one guy ask me, it just keeps shutting off, or it doesn't feel like it's sucking. And he had 16 probes out, but they're all on one line. So making sure that you have the right setup is really important to the successful usage of the VEU. So it's 18 probes total. It's 6 probes per line. So that's important to remember. We've gotten in the habit of recently really only selling units with all 3 sets, because that's where you're getting the most efficiency. The unit actually runs at its most efficient with all 18 probes going. So it's that's an important thing to remember, especially for you new users out there. Sometimes guys will take it out there and just try to use one probe on a VEU, kind of like they used to use a T-style Venturi. It's not the same. The VEU acts in direct vacuum. So, and we'll kind of get into the methodology behind it. But yeah, for sure, always use the 18 probes if you can. If it's a small leak and you can get away with using 6 or 12, that's fine. But if you have a lot of gas, add more probes up to 18. If you're still tripping the alarm, knock that 1.5 inch, some of those 1.5 inch ports back, like Dave mentioned. That induces less gas and more air, so it should drop those levels down. And then, yeah, in some situations, we've opened up that manhole port. But keep in mind that the way the unit is designed is it runs most efficient with those 18 probes on 3 ports. The other one, the 3-inch port, it's kind of an either or. It's either all 3 or the 3-inch port. So you can't run all 4 at the same time, or the efficiency completely drops down for the VEU. So remember, it's the 3-inch or the 3.5 inch. And if you do that, open up that 3-inch port, just kind of keep in mind that the goal is to get that as closed as quickly as you can. So, but then also, like Dave said, the more probes you have in the ground, oftentimes we're not just pulling gas, we're pulling air too. I know it's a lot of times people don't think about the fact that there's air in the ground, but there is air in the ground. As much as there's gas in the ground and gas leaks, there's air in the ground when there isn't gas leaks. So keep that in mind.